Hello. Let's talk a little bit about DMT release and then especially through breathing. There's there's a problem when it comes to real hardcore evidence, double clinical trials, because measuring DMT with a human is kind of difficult, and the tests that have been done with rats. Now, we test on animals. You can have your opinion about that, but and it may be sad, but with a rat, you can put like a injection needle in his head to measure the DMT. We cannot do that with humans. It's kind of good, right? And so the tests that have been done on rats show certainly, like interesting stuff when it comes to DMT release. Yet at the same time, we cannot tell a rat, breathe in a certain way. So that's why it's still difficult to prove this from a purely double clinical trial point of view. Now, having said that, what has been measured is that in the spinal fluids is as much DMT running around as serotonin and dopamine. So it's widely available within our body. And how do you get the DMT out? By doing a few breathing in, squeezing those spinal fluids with all the DMT up to our brain, where we get like a DMT-like experience. Now, what does it feel like? It feels like a bit trippy. DMT is also a highly hallucinogenic compound that is found in ayahuasca, and it's in most countries it's on the drug list, forbidden list. Yet at the same time, it's our basic metabolism. So all kinds of living organisms, including plants and one-cell organisms, are able to produce theoretically DMT. So this is kind of funny. Now, you don't have to be afraid that you completely, go into a trip and you cannot get out. It's like microdosing, you could say. But by squeezing our lower muscles, our butt muscle and our mula bandha muscle, you squeeze the spinal fluids up. And how do you know that DMT is released? And this is all not proven, but still, is when you see like colors and stuff like that. Or you may have a feeling of losing it for a moment, losing it. Not passing out, but like popping out for a moment. Some people are claiming that they go back to some form of trauma or some form of happy feeling in their youth. So this is pretty interesting. Now, what is the point of this video? That DMT is widely available in our body, and by squeezing your lower muscles, mula bandha muscle, and then your butt muscle and your lower belly, and you can use your hands, you can squeeze those spinal fluids up, and that may give a DMT release. I feel this very strongly. I believe this very strongly. Yet the real scientific hardcore evidence is yet to be shown. Anyway, try it out. And you can go to any of my TT breathing exercises. Or maybe if you really want to do this right, come to my Thursday YouTube live breathing session. 5 p.m. Europe time. This is 4 p.m. UK. This is 11 a.m. New York and 8 a.m. LA time on Thursdays. DMT Thursday. Okay, that's it for this video. Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's good for my views. I get higher in the algorithm. Also, subscribe to my channel. And if you really want to be annoyed every time I post a video, you can hit that notification bell so you will get an email every time I post a video. Okay? Thank you. See you in the next. Bye-bye.